Good morning, guys. Today I'm going to go over all the things that I brought with me to this temporary residency. These are things that should be providing for me in the next 2 months until I move into my fixed place. And in here, you're going to be seeing makeup, you're going to be seeing perfume, and you're going to see some accessories or jewelry. The items that I chose to bring in here, first of all, I chose them in a hurry. I didn't have all the time in the world to actually think about everything that I'm bringing in. These are just things that I grabbed with, the best intention of them giving me the sense of, I have everything that I need, and I needed to pack really lightly because this is a temporary residency while all of my other stuff are being packed away in boxes. So I need to pack lightly, but also I did wanted to provide myself all the things that I know that will give me a sense of comfort in these uncertain times and also in a new beginning. I'm working from the office, like on site, 4 times a week. So I do my makeup and put on some accessories 4 times a week to the office. And then 1 time a week I work from home, but I do need to do my makeup for that because we're having Zoom calls every single morning and I need to look put together. So those things should serve me for that purpose. Starting off with perfume, which is one of my favorite things in the world. The perfume that I chose to bring with me is Olympia by Paco Rabanne. There's something in this perfume that makes me feel really strong and really put together. I feel like an adult, mature woman who has her life together, who is powerful, who steps into the office with confidence. It's a salty vanilla, so that makes it, for me, that makes it more suitable for spring and summer because of the salt. Just vanilla or more gourmand perfumes I do like to wear throughout the fall and winter, but since it's a little bit salty, I feel like it's appropriate for the office. It makes me feel, again, elegant and powerful. So this is what I wear every single morning to the office. I did wanted to bring one freshie with me because I do like to wear a freshie to the gym. For me, it's something that I just enjoy. You know how you do aerobics and you kind of move your hands in front of your face and you get a sniff of the perfume that you have that day? That just makes me happy throughout a workout. So I have the Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct. This is just a 10 milliliter version of it, and I like to keep it in my everyday bag. Even though I put the Olympia in the morning, throughout the day, like midway through the day, for example after lunch, I do like to kind of reapply perfume because the one that I had in the morning probably just faded, and I like to do it with a freshy one. I know that for some people that will make more sense to reapply perfume, which is the same one that you wore in the morning, but I like to wear something heavier in the morning that is more pronounced and more in your face, and then halfway through the day I like to top it up with something a little bit more fresh. So this is Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct, and this is another one that I brought in here. And then I do have a 10 milliliter Travelo with, I don't exactly know what's in here. I'm trying to sniff it. I don't know if it's my Mon Guerlain or if it's my Guess Seductive Noir. They're very similar as far as scent. And judging by the color, which is a little bit purpley, I feel like it's the Mon Guerlain Intense. And either my Mon Guerlain or my Seductive Noir by Guess, both of them are my kind of a safe net as far as perfume. As soon as I put them on, I just feel confident in how I smell. I feel like there are a mass pleaser type of perfumes and everybody loves them on me. They're elegant, they're not too much in your face, they're not too seductive. You just smell nice when you put them on. They feel like an appropriate perfume for any occasion that I have. The Seductive Noir is a little bit more seductive. It smells a bit similar to Black Opium. My dog is dreaming in the background. I'm so sorry, he's dreaming. So the Seductive Noir is a little bit more seductive as it sounds because it has a little bit of something similar to Black Opium perfume. Okay. Should I wake him up though? Okay. So these are the 3 perfumes that I have, and once I'll use up maybe my Mon Guerlain in here, I can refill it with my Olympia and have that to go if I need to. But these are the 3 perfumes that I do have in here. For makeup, there are already a couple of mistakes that I can identify as what I packed and what I should have packed. For example, I did brought my foundation. This is L'Oreal Infallible Matte Cover. My shade is 115 Warm Undertone, which is not the right shade for me. But it's okay. I mean, I bought it. I'll use it. We'll make do. I don't want to run out and buy a new foundation, so I'm just going to make this one work. But the thing is, I forgot to bring my foundation brush and I forgot to bring my beauty blenders, and so I have to work with my hands, which with this specific foundation I don't really like the combo of fingers and this formula, so it wasn't the most perfect thing to pack, especially without the tools that go with it, but again, I'll make it work. And my concealer I do love. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour More Than Concealer in the shade 320 Porcelain. This is my shade and I do love it. I do love it. It's really potent. It does a fantastic job. I do love it. And I can get through with just my fingers applying this. For face powder, I have this Essence 16-Hour Cover and Last Powder Foundation. It does the job. I have no complaints. And then I have my powder brush, which has a hair on it. So I have my powder brush, which I just washed everything, all of the brushes before I'm starting the new job. So I have everything clean and ready to go. I have the brush and I have this kind of little puff in case I need it. For brows, I only have this one brow product. This is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil in the shade Taupe. So it has the pencil on one side and then the spoolie on the other side, and this is all that I'm doing for my brows. For highlighter and bronzer, or maybe a contour, I've been talking about this several times. These are both from Shein, the She Glam, and I really do love them. I think I've had this kind of thought that Shein products will be crappy, but they're totally not. I've been really enjoying those. So this is the She Glam highlighter in the shade Vanilla Frost. Really pretty. This is how it looks when it's not blended. Obviously you have to blend it out to get the full effect, and this is how it is blended. I did over applied just to show you. Usually when I put this on my skin I put a smaller amount because I do like things to be subtle. I don't like anything too intense. I believe in things being subtle. I think that it's really elegant having subtle makeup and not too much in your face, but I just applied it heavily so you can see. And then for contour, I have the stick contour. This is the Snatch and the Fine Stick by She Glam, and this is in the shade Soft Tan. By the way, if you like the relaxed, chill vibe of this channel, you're more than welcome to join us and subscribe. My name is Lee, and I do this kind of relaxed video that are not overproduced because I feel like the internet needs a sense of normalcy and like spend time with a friend, not just having products shoved into your face trying to sell you stuff or influence you to do anything. I don't have links to anything that you see in this video. I just genuinely enjoy sharing. And then for blush, I only brought one blush with me. This is the Benefit Dandelion that I got as a hand-me-down from my friend. She bought it for herself. She didn't want it and she gave it to me. And I have been loving this. So this is the only one that I brought with me, knowing that it's going to be working for me. However, I'll have to pass this on one day to my mom because she's not that into makeup. And I did do her makeup once with this blush and she told me like, this is a beautiful shade. I've never had a blush like that. She doesn't own any blushes, to be honest, and she was a real fan of this blush shade on her. And I told her, you know what, I'll just give it to you next time. Not right now because this is the only blush that I have and I don't want to go out and purchase new blushes because I do have some blushes tucked away in the box. But for now, I'm using this, and then after I move into my fixed residency, hopefully anytime soon, then I'll give it to her to enjoy. And then the blush brush that I do have, this is the Real Technique 405. And it's been working really nice for me. It's called the Instant Pop Cheek Brush. For eyeshadows and eyeshadow brushes first, I brought all of these brushes, 5 brushes total. They answer all of my need. I have one for my inner tear duct. I have one for all over the lid. I have one for blending. I have one for my eyeliner. And I have one for like my outer corner. Is this brand still selling? This is Makeup Geek. I don't know if they're still selling stuff, but I've had these brushes for more than a decade now and they're still going strong. And when you buy stuff and you take care of those stuff, they stay forever. Same goes for these brushes. These are Real Techniques and I have them about 15 years and I'm not exaggerating. And so that works. And this is the Bedazzle Tools brush that I also had for more than a decade. I really love when you take care of yourself and then they last you for the longest time. You really don't need to buy extra brushes if you are taking good care of what you have. For eyeshadows, I have this trio. This is the Urban Decay Naked, the one that they relaunched recently. And it's well used and well loved. It has all the neutral, natural shade that I might need for a work week. It has some lighter ones and shimmery ones and darker ones and matte ones. And it just really has everything that I might need. But I did wanted a little bit more color, so I told myself, in the beginning I thought maybe I just bring this one in order for me not to carry things around, and this can be a really, if makeup had a capsule wardrobe, then this would be the capsule wardrobe as far as eyeshadows, you know. And I thought maybe that's all that I need. But in here I don't have shades, and I do like to incorporate some colors into my routine, so it didn't have any pop of color. So in here I have purple, which I do love to wear. I have my pinks, which I love to wear. There's a pink in here. It's called Toasted, but it's not pinky enough for me. And then I have my black that I wear every single day as an eyeliner. And in here it's not exactly black. I know it looks black, but it's like a shimmery blue. And then also there's gray or silver, which is my favorite shade. And so I decided to bring that along with the ColourPop. And this might seem really strange to you, but I just wanted to bring some options for myself. ColourPop in 6 a.m. And this is a bright shimmery orange, which I really do love to wear. It just makes me feel like it's a fun day. And this is how it looks. Yeah, goldeny shimmery orange. Really pretty. Sounds like a weird choice, and maybe it looks like a weird choice, and maybe that is a weird choice, but this is what I chose to bring with me, to have like all the neutrals that I need, but also some pop of colors to make things fun. I am going to be spending 2 months in here, and I am going to be doing my makeup every single day, 5 days a week, and so let's just be easy on ourselves, you know. And yes, I could have packed only this as a bare minimum, but if I have them and they're not that big or heavy to carry, then it's okay for me to have them in here. Continuing with eyes, and before I move into lips, I did brought my one Milani eyeshadow primer. This is the only one that I have, so I brought it with me. And during a long work day, I do want my makeup to last as best as it can. So if I'm spending time in the morning to put it on and take care of myself, I do want it to last and have the best performance as possible. So I have my one eye primer. I have my mascara. This is the Maybelline Sky High. It's about to be run out, and so I already bought the next one that I'm going to be using. I only have these two, like I have, even if in my storage I don't have any more mascaras. I only ever have one. This is still in the shrink wrap, as you can see, and I'll bust it open whenever I need to. I'm just expecting to have a busy month, and I don't want to have to run out to the drugstore to get myself a new mascara. It's just not going to be a priority, and so I just bought one ahead of time to make sure that I'm well covered. And another mistake that I did, this is from an Israeli brand called Meluka. This is just a shimmery, goldeny, cool-toned almost eyeliner, and sometimes I like to put it in my waterline to open them up. But the thing is, I brought it and I haven't brought the sharpener, and I have 2 sharpeners at home. I don't want to go and buy another one at the drugstore, and so now I can use it because I've used it until it's no longer usable without sharpening. I'm going to see if any of the girls have an extra sharpener that I can borrow instead of purchasing one. But yeah, this is definitely a mistake. I should either not bring this with me or bring the sharpener. I just haven't thought about it. I was in such a hurry that I forgot. But this one, luckily, this is a green one, and I did brought a green dress with me, and green is just a color that I really love. But luckily this one is twisting, and so there's no need for sharpening, so that I can do. This is like a foresty green one that I really like. So that's it for eyes. Now let's go over to lips. Now for lips, believe it or not, this is not my entire lipstick collection. I do love trying on different lipsticks and play around with different shades and textures, and some of them are a little bit glossier, some of them are matte, and I just love playing around with things. But I did brought a selection of lip products to serve me in the next 2 months. So this is not exactly a lipstick. This is the Burt's Beats tinted lip balm in Red Dahlia. I really love this one. I just love it. So I brought it with me. For lip liners, I bought 3. The first one is the first 2 are from MAC. You can see the one of them is a little bit more used, but the first one is Cherry by MAC, which is my red go-to lip liner. And then I have Whirl by MAC, which is like a mauvey, I would say a mauvey dusty pink. They have the matching lipstick, which I've never had, but I would love to have one day. But right now I only have the lip liner, and I've been using this for about 12 years, I would say, more than a decade for sure, because I do remember the boyfriend that I had back then when I used this one too. These are the kind of lip products or makeup products that are more than just color. This one makes me feel powerful, and I think that matters, the way that you feel when you put something on. Specifically if you're going through a hard time or maybe unstable time or uncertain time, I think having a lipstick or a lip liner or any makeup product that you can rely on, that you know that makes you feel good, is important. It sounds superficial, but it's important. So this is Whirl by MAC. Maybe one day I'll get the lipstick, the matching one. And then this one is just from a local brand called Beauty Care. It was $1 and I wore the heck out of it. It's a neutral, as you can see. It's like a mauvey brown shade, and I really like to wear it day to day. Again, the problem is that I forgot to bring my sharpener. Luckily, this one, I guess I sharpened it fairly recently. Yeah, it has a nice tip right now, but I'm sure it will fade away and I'll have to borrow somebody else's sharpener. And then for lipstick, I have this one, which is my favorite everyday lipstick. This is by Colourpop Cabaret Lip Lacquer. It's about to run out, and the thing that I cannot repurchase it because it's discontinued, and so they don't sell that anymore. I would happily repurchase this. I would happily spend my $5 on it again. But yeah, it happens with many brands that they kind of switch things around. But I really don't like and don't appreciate when brands get you hooked on something and then you cannot get this anymore. One of the reasons that I really love Revlon, which I'll talk about this one in a second, Revlon or MAC, is that the same shades that I've used to use like 10 years ago, they are still selling them. Whirl, or my favorite Russian red lipstick, Whirl lip liner, it's still sold. 15 years later, they're still selling the same shade. This one, for example, is my Revlon lipstick in Fire and Ice. It has been decades since this product was launched. It's just, let me show you. This is how it looks. It's like your perfect spring and summer everyday red. It's not too intense for day to day. It's just perfect. And this has been around for decades now. Same shade, same formula. And I feel like it's so reliable. And so when you get hooked on something, I much rather from now on support brands like MAC and Revlon, not because of their ethic or anything behind them, but purely because the fact that they're reliable. And I like to find the things that I love and stick to it. I just want to have my capsule makeup in the future, just sticking to the most favorite lipsticks that I have, the most favorite lip liners, favorite eyeshadows. And I do appreciate brands like that stay consistent throughout the years and not just changing their shade range or their formula time and time again. So these are these 2 lipsticks, and then I have this one, again, have been available for years. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Tiramisu. When I want something light and fresh, specifically now in spring and summer, sometimes I don't want to have a heavier type of look. I just want to glide on a little bit of gloss, then I'll go with something like this. Maybe with one of my lightest color lip liners, and it's just a really nice look in my opinion. This one is the L'Oreal Infallible 8-Hour Pro Gloss in the shade Cherry Flash. And I don't know if you can tell, but you can see the doe food applicator inside because I am getting it used up slowly. Again, something that I like to throw on if I want a little bit more color than the tiramisu and when I want a little bit of shimmer spread over my lips. And then these two are exactly the same formula. This is the Essence 8-Hour Matte Liquid Lipsticks. This one is in the shade Classic Red. It has a little bit of a pinkish berry hue to it. Just be mindful of that if you're thinking about buying it. And this one is Pink Blush, which is one of my favorite pinks. I don't really like wearing pinks too much, but when I do, I go with this one because this one actually looks good on me. It's a cool tone pink that makes me feel like a 90s baddie, which I really love. And so this is all the makeup and perfumes that I brought with me. Now let's dig into the jewelry that I brought with me. All right, full jewelry. I have them all in this peel box. I think this is what it's meant to be, but I just bought it in the dollar store just to make sure I have something to carry my jewelry with me in a neat, organized way. So for necklaces, I do have 3 with me. For me, they're doing different things. So this is a gold-plated necklace with a little drop. It's really nice and really dainty on. I wear this the most, which is funny because these are real golds and real diamonds, and this is just one from AliExpress, but I wear this one the most. And then next to that, I have my white gold and white diamond necklace that I got from my mom, and I really love that, and I didn't want to be far away from that. Bless her heart. And then this can be a little bit controversial. This is a necklace that was given to me by Mythological X. So this is gold and black diamonds. And I do love that. I feel like it's really dainty, really elegant. And I just feel like a high caliber woman when I wear that. And so I have that with me. So these are the necklaces that I have. And they're doing, for me, they're doing different purposes. When I'm wearing white, I really like wearing either the white gold and diamond necklace or the simple gold. But when I'm wearing black or something a little bit darker, I really like to wear the black diamonds. For earrings, these are my most worn pair. You can see that they are like this classic gold hoops, but they have a little bit of a twist with them, and this is something that I like to do. I like to have something really classy and have a twist to it. So this sits close to you here. It's a really small, like the size of the hoop is really small, but it's very thick and wide, and it's kind of bold but dainty. Somehow keeps the balance of being bold and being dainty at the same time. And these are my most worn earrings, and I usually wear them with my gold drop. And again, these are also from AliExpress. They have held up so nicely. I've been showering with them and I've been wearing them so much, and nothing happens to them. They don't tarnish and they don't break. They're really fantastic, I really have to say. And then I have my faux pearl earrings that I love to wear. They go with everything and they make me feel really classy. I love to wear them with a white top or with a navy blue top. I feel like they look super nice with a navy blue top. And I have one in here. And then for a little pop of colors, I have those opal earrings that are really vibrant blue. I got them as a gift from my parents a couple of years back, and they're sterling silver. And so I don't have anything blue in here, like this kind of a pop of blue. And I do have navy blue clothing in here, but I don't have anything that is saturated and pops like these blue earrings. And so I thought I'll bring those with me, and they can be my pop of color instead of a bigger piece of clothing. So I have those. I have my chunky silver and my chunky gold. These are from H&M, and I bought them a couple of videos back. You can see that. And then I have those silvers that I've had for many, many years, and they're still going strong. Again, AliExpress. Nothing ever happens to them for years and years. And then I have these pair of earrings. These are really unique. These are hoops, but they're beige fabric, goldeny earrings. And I do have a couple of beige clothing that this goes really well with, and it just adds an extra fun to the day. You can wear something really simple like a white top, and then with those earrings and a red lipstick, and you're good to go. They're showstoppers, and I love them, and I've had them for a couple of months now, and I do want to put them to use. Then I have the swans from H&M that I bought in September 2023, and they're still going strong almost 2 years later. And I love them. These are gold with a little bit of pearls falling out. And then for another pop of color, I really do love pink, and I have a pink dress in here and pink eyeshadows, and those are from AliExpress as well. I used to really love ordering earrings from AliExpress. I don't really do that all that much now, but in the past I used to shop a lot at AliExpress custom earrings, and I don't regret them. Most of them, those are from there as well. Most of them serve me very well till this very day, and I am really happy. Oops. I am really happy about my purchases from there. And then a couple more accessories that might look maybe odd to you, but I do really like to incorporate those. These are safety pins, as you can see, that are decorative. And sometimes if my v-neck top, for example, is too showy, I like to close it up a little bit, and I'll use something like this. It will be decorative and it will make me feel a little bit more secure. And so I have one that is white with red dot and one that is blue with blue dot in the middle. This one again will be really nice as a pop of color. Think white top and a pair of jeans and you're good to go. I really love accessories and I really like makeup because sometimes they can make the outfit, even if you're doing something really simple. As I said, maybe a white top and a pair of jeans. If you wear something that can add a little pop of color, it already makes the outfit. If you can wear a red lipstick with it, like this one, it will make the outfit. It will make you look put together and pretty. So that is all I brought as far as makeup and perfume and accessories. If you liked it, then you are more than welcome to subscribe and stick around and comment, and I'll see you in the next time. Bye for now.